Good morning, Cadre. Sunday, back at it. Gonna get another shave in. I've got still some stuff I gotta work through in my area where I hang on to newer soaps. I've got another sample from Dawn that I need to use. I've got the free sample from Lisa's that she included in my order, and then I've also got not this. 3 from Chris, 1 from Lisa, 1 from Dawn. That's what I'm using. That's what I've got to use. But I wanted to use something different, so spoiler alert, right? I wanted to grab a soap that I haven't used in a while. And this is Stirling's Executive Man. And this is an older soap from him. This is back when you had to buy the soap, the tin, the everything, the label. You even had to buy the label. It all worked out to be roughly the same price, actually a little bit cheaper than they are now. The prices have gone up a little bit. And that's what you had to do. So you had to buy the container, the soap, and the label. And they were these tins. So I've got a couple of them still, not as much. I've used some of them up, so I'm on some others. So I'm going to use Executive Man. I'm going to be using the Colonial General. It's got the Feather Pro Guard blade on its 5th use, so we'll see how that goes today. I didn't shave yesterday because I got home kind of late on Friday night. Woke up and went and did a couple of games Saturday morning to help out with Little League football. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I think we will use the Captain's Choice Bowl again today. So I've been blooming the soap. I bloom all my soaps. I'm going to just dump a little bit of the bloom water into the Captain's Choice Bowl. And the rest I will rub onto my beard. So, don't have a lot of football stories to tell. I'll probably write some up in that thread on the forum tomorrow or something like that. Most likely not later today. I probably won't be on much today. I have family in town from Kentucky. They're stationed at Fort Knox. And they're in town. So we're having a barbecue over at my grandma's. So we'll be going over there for that this afternoon, evening time. So I'm looking forward to being able to spend some time with them before they head back for school to start. So, but I've got, what I'm using today is the 26 millimeter bulb Stirling ivory handle. They call it ivory. It's obviously a plastic, but it's ivory color. I like this brush, and I've said it a couple of times, and I'll continue to say it. In my opinion, if you want a high quality Badger brush, go through Stirling. These are excellent quality, great performance, and you're going to get, in my opinion, these knots are just as good as the knots that I've got on my brushes that have Shave Mac knots in them. I mean, these are quality knots, and they perform really well. I really, really like them. So, I highly recommend getting a Stirling Badger brush. You can get a high quality Badger brush without even having to spend near $50. So, I'm going to go ahead and build up this lather. On the topic of football, we do have football starting this week, college football. The Utes, my team, they play on Thursday against the Weber State Wildcats. So looking at you, Dawn, looking at you, Dave, I know you guys got some Ute shirts. Go ahead and sport them. Go ahead and sport them. So, I'm just happy to have college football back. It's a great time of year. The temps are starting to drop here. I can already see that. I mean, highs for this coming week are going to be in the 80s. So temps are dropping. I'm loving every minute of it. So, it's good stuff. The lather's looking pretty good. I'll go ahead and get this on the face and begin the shave. These knots, especially this bulb one, I prefer the fan personally, but these bulb knots, they are lather hogs. They just hold on to the lather. I mean, sometimes you have to really work to get it out of the brush. There's more lather in this brush than there is in the bowl, so I'm a Stirling fan. It's no surprise. I'm a Stirling fan. Stirling and Soap Commander are two of my favorites. They're not the best out there, but they're just two quality soaps that I enjoy using, so I continue to keep using them. This is like I said, this blade is on its 5th use, so I've noticed that when I'm using these blades in the feather folding AC straight, I get more uses out of blades than I do when I'm using them in these SE razors that take the blades. But we did have a winner in bingo yesterday. Dave and KY won, so congrats to him. It looks like he opted to forego the main prize, which was the Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations Pocket Soap, and has recommended that it go to Gear Noir. So Chris, I'll be reaching out to you probably tomorrow or potentially later today to get your address and shipping information and what your choice is, and then I will be placing the order through Lisa, and we will do a drop shipment. So expect that later. Dave and KY will be calling the next game in the next couple weeks or so sometime, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse the face, and we'll come back for pass 2. Okay, get ready for pass 2 here. So, let's see what we got here. I've already got my game assignments for next week Friday. It's a team from Utah that they won the 4A state championship, and in week 1, they nearly beat the 6A state champion from last year. So, I mean, this team is really good. They have a star wide receiver who is committed to USC. Their quarterback's really good. Their defense is legit. And they're playing a team from Nevada. So, this should be an interesting and fun game. I'm looking forward to officiating this game next week on Friday. So, don't have my game assignments yet for Thursday afternoon or for Saturday, but they usually come Monday or Tuesday, I've noticed. So, I've already watched my game film from my game on Friday. In my opinion, I had a really good game. It was a pretty clean game too, to be honest with you. No problems with coaches or anything like that. So, but just really enjoying my shaves as of late. You know, they're not requiring a lot of thought. I'm using some really good quality products. I haven't had a miss in a while, which is nice. So I'm really happy. Just getting good results. Stirling, in my opinion, just leaves excellent post-shave feel. The Executive Man scent is wonderful. You can't go wrong with this soap. I know some people aren't fans of it, and that's fine. I think one of the biggest things that as you get to notice with this hobby is that some people aren't going to like what you like, you know, and you just have to be okay with that. I think the biggest thing for me is what made me start to realize this is that I think it's water quality, because and Chris CMH 737, who travels a lot for work, he would use a soap at home, and his water quality at home must be different, and he wouldn't get great results from the soap. Then he would take it with him on the road, and he'd report back and he'd say, so I used this today in Chicago, or I used it in Toronto, or wherever it is that he's at, and he'd just be all like, excellent shape today. It's like, well, okay. So, I think that's just the evidence right there, is that there is no one soap that is going to hit all the notes for every single person. It's just not possible. And that's one of the things that's great about this hobby, is that while we can sometimes universally agree that a soap might be bad or not good or not serviceable, but when it comes to what is considered a good soap, it doesn't matter. So I think as a soap maker out there, if you can find a good formula, you're going to be fine. So pause you real quickly here. Alright, so I'm going to use some more of my witch hazel. I'm running low. I'll probably get to the store and pick up another bottle of this here soon. These tend to last me about 8 months, I think, roughly, which is nice. So I don't go through them all that quick. Let's go ahead and pull this lather here. Show you how much we get. I mean, it's a lot. And here we go. So here's what was in the bowl. Here's what was in the brush. That brush is a lather hog. But we'll go ahead and just put it all here and just kind of show you guys. Just great stuff. I mean, I love Stirling lather. A lot of people, use this as kind of their base. They say, yeah, Stirling hits all the notes. So if it's better than Stirling, I like it. If it's worse than Stirling, I don't need to keep it in my den. I mean, I know there's more to it than that, but I know like Josh Dagwood Z, he does something similar in that regard. I see no problem with that. I mean, I tend to kind of be the same way. If something is really worse than Stirling, I don't see myself going out and buying multiple soaps of it. If something is on par with Stirling, I'm happy. If something is worse than Stirling, I mean better than Stirling, I'll buy more. And I have plenty of soaps that are better than Stirling. But to me, this is tier 1. So I love it. It's good stuff. All right, so let me go ahead and rinse a little bit. Happy with those shave results today. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then we will be back for post-shave. Okay, I'm back. Some of you might not remember, but there was a good stretch for a while where Stirling came in these little bottles. They're aftershave. No, they're not little. I mean, they're the same, holds the same amount. But that's another thing that's great about them. Their aftershaves are fantastic, out of this world. So, scents are nice and strong. Great stuff. Just glob it on, so to speak. I also like their witch hazel splashes. I got a really nice vetiver from them. It's the only one that I own. That's the witch hazel splash. But when I use a vetiver soap, I tend to use that quite regularly. I really enjoy it. It's good quality. So that's the Executive Man Aftershave Splash. Pretty simple shave today, guys. That's what I was going for. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Real simple. If you guys haven't joined us, hit us up at www.theshavingcadre.com. I think we only need 5 more members before I shave this off on camera. So we are about there. The trick will be figuring out what soap I'm going to use to do it with. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us. If not, join us up, and I'll catch you guys on the forums. Have a good Sunday, guys.